Hey man, y'all know what it is, man. We back with another video. I'm tired as hell. But yo, we about to get this video done, you know what I'm saying? How this one book helped me make thousands. You know what I'm saying? Shout out that boy reading the cut, y'all know we on.
Y'all, so about 9 to 10 months ago, right, I ended up purchasing this book. I remember this is before I moved out of my parents' crib. Like, I remember just being like real desperate for knowledge and just like more information, more knowledge about life. And like I was just really in a bad place, you know what I'm saying? Even though I knew I was on my way about to move out of my parents' crib, but I knew I had to like kind of like get it together, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm about to move out on my own. I'm about to be paying rent. I'm about to be paying big boy bills, and I was really stuck. I was really lost. I wasn't making a lot of money at my job, so like I was just really desperate. So I ended up just like going online, looking up different books and stuff, and I ended up purchasing this book. And I didn't like school. I wasn't too big on school, but I did like to read and write. So that was one of the biggest thing I did like to do in school. I like the history and read and write. So I ended up purchasing this book. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I finished it a little time ago, but it's so good that I'm rereading it right now because it's day 4 of my 90-day run. So I'm basically documenting this as well. Like I'm rereading this book. As I'm rereading it, bro, I've made so much money. I made thousands of dollars, as I could tell by the title of the video, just by simply reading this book. And bro, honestly, like, so in today's video, like, I wrote down a few things on my phone, like about this book, on like why you guys should buy it. I really think, bro, if you are a young adult, actually don't matter how old you are, bro. If you are struggling to find yourself in life right now, you struggling to figure out what you need to do to get whatever your ideas off the ground, whatever you are struggling with, bro, like to figure it out, to make more money, to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? If you are just lost in life in general right now, this book is for you. Literally, this book is under $20. This is probably the best investment I've ever made in my life. Like, if you guys are serious about changing your life, I'm telling you, you guys got to get this book. That's why I'm.
Yeah, it is facts. I have indeed read Think and Grow Rich. I actually had a book. I'm about to read it after I end this video. I didn't finish it yet. But nah, he's definitely right. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich teaches a lot about consistency. Teaches a lot about consistency and just a positive outlook. And the consistency that's in that book, from like down there, all of the stories, none of that shit happened overnight. You feel me? Like each story that's in there took years. It took years, but those people were consistent for years, and it paid off. And I feel like it's not a lot of people in this world that will be consistent for that many years. So that's why there's a thing called the one percenters, because the one percenters, they actually have a different type of drive and a different type of, you feel me, different type of like discipline than others. And yeah, a lot of people, like, it's you could build it, you definitely could build it, but a lot of people don't even know that that's the thing that they're missing. So they just, you know what I'm saying, they just don't know. Like, they literally just don't know.
Gonna tell you some of the things that's in this book. I'm not just gonna tell you to buy this book and you guys don't even know what's going on in here. I'm gonna tell you some of the things that stuck out to me, right, from like some of the chapters, from each chapters. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, y'all. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. So further ado, let's hop straight into the video, right? So basically, I'm just about to break down some of the things that I like kind of learned, right? So the first thing that I took away just from the first chapter, right, the burning desire to win and to become rich, right? To get rich. So it was one of the stories in here. Like this book is about, like, it tells like a lot of different stories, of a lot of successful people. Like I'm talking about some of the biggest people like Bill Gates, you know what I'm saying? Henry Ford, a lot of these people like who are very successful. So one of the stories that stuck out to me, right? It was called the 50 Cent story. So in the story, right, in the story of the book, so it was this girl, right, this little girl, is this and it was the uncle. So Darby's uncle, he was like, I guess he's a real mean guy, real stern guy, right? He goes up to the girl, he tells the girl, hey, get on somewhere. I told you to get on somewhere. The girl like, hey, my mama said I need 50 cents. We need 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess like he was doing like some work on their property or whatever. And I guess he was charging him like, hey, like my mom said to come over here and tell you that, hey, before you keep on doing whatever you're doing, we need 50 cents. So the guy like, hey, scram, get on up out of here. Like I ain't got no money for you, da 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 da. Right? So the girl said, yes, sir. But the girl never went anywhere. She never left. So he's going on. The guy's doing his work. He's doing his work, whatever. He looks back at the door. The girl's still standing there. He said, didn't I tell you to get on somewhere? Get before I have to, you know what I'm saying? Before I have to get hands on. The girl says, yes, sir. He keeps on working, right? Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. He keeps on working. He sees the girl again. So he grabs something. He's coming to the girl like he's about to, you know what I'm saying?
I dare you to let me
Dare you to shut the fuck up.
He gets there. He gets before the girl. The girl looks up and she screams at him. My mama said we need those 50 cents or we ain't going nowhere. We need those 50 cents. So what happens? Even though the guy's a real mean guy, he means business, he's real stern, he grabs in his pocket and he hands the girl the 50 cents. The girl gets the 50 cents and she backs away slowly and slowly, never taking her eyes off of the guy. But she didn't go anywhere till she got those 50 cents. And that man, yes, he was real mean. He was real stern. But the girl got what she wanted at the end of the day. That's that fire and desire that you have to have inside of you to get what you want. And what that taught me is no doesn't always mean no the first time. You just got to pitch it better. Let's say you are a guy in sales. Let's say you are a person who's trying to pitch something. That guy that's trying to sell a service. Just because someone says no the first time doesn't mean that it means no. You need to go back to the drawing board and repitch it. Maybe it's the way you came off, right? Also, another thing I learned is faith and belief. Faith and belief is another big thing in this book that taught me a lot, right? Another story that stuck out to me. It was called the 3 feet away from gold, right? The biggest thing is a lot of people in today's society, they quit right before they can get to where they exactly need to get to. So the story called the 3 feet away from gold. So it's this guy and these other guys. They start this business, right? I think it was Darby who did this. I'm not sure if it was Darby, but they start this gold mining business, right? They're making a few $100s, you know what I'm saying? They're taking all their money, putting all their eggs into one basket, cool, right? But then they keep going one day, and then they're not doing that well, so they end up quitting. See, and then one thing I learned is, yes, a lot of people, they do end up quitting before they get to that big breakthrough. So this, you know what I'm saying? Stay with me. I'm going to continue to tell the story. So what happened was when they end up quitting, they end up selling themselves to another guy, right? They sold themselves to another guy at some junkyard. They sold all their equipment, all their machinery, whatever they used to go mine, whatever. But the guy they sold it to, this guy, he wasn't no ordinary guy. He was very smart. You see, he went back to the mining thing and he figured out the coordinates and everything. And he realized that, hey, this gold is somewhere around here. I just have to find it. And if I stay long enough, I work at it, I'm gonna find it. So 3 feet away exactly from those last guys where they quit, he found that gold 3 feet away. So think about if those people who first had the idea and first was mining, imagine if they would have stuck with it 3 feet more, they would have became millionaires. That guy became a millionaire. Well, also that told me another man's trash is another man's treasure. It's all about what you make of it. Just because you can't do it, somebody else might be able to do it. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. But a lot of people, they quit before that big breakthrough. That guy, he stayed at it. He knew what he had on his hands. He became a millionaire. Think about those other people they want to stop. They were 3 feet away from becoming rich. You guys get what I'm saying? So faith and belief, the goal that anything is possible, and the will and determined to not to quit. A lot of these people in this book that got rich, this book to me, if you ask me, I don't even want to spoil it, but the biggest thing, the determination to not to quit is the reason why a lot of these people got rich in this book. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep explaining. I'm gonna get y'all to get this book, dog. I'm telling y'all, if y'all lost in life, y'all need to get this book. Also, y'all gotta have specialized knowledge. This is another thing that I learned from this book. Specialized knowledge, dog. Not just any type of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Valuable skills that people will pay for. You guys know what I'm saying? It was a guy in this book. What was his name? I forgot his name. But he wanted to get next to the great Thomas Edison, right? He wanted to work next to Thomas Edison.
I think he talking about Carnegie. If I ain't tripping. Carnegie, yeah.
So
I think it's Andrew Carnegie. Pretty sure.
even though he did not have the money, he didn't have a lot of the things. He didn't have a lot of things, but he had determination and he had skills that Thomas Edison could not deny. And what his thing is, he had a great mindset. He had a great mindset in his book. He didn't want to work for Thomas Edison. He wanted to work with Thomas Edison. You guys get what I'm saying? There's a difference. See, a lot of us, we want to work for somebody. No, work with that person. Be the money with them. We have too many people in today's society that just want to work for people. Work with that person, right? When his first interview, he didn't gain Thomas Edison's respect off of the rip. He kept going and kept going, and he gained skills that were undeniable that Thomas Edison ended up having to pay him. He gave him a contract, multi-million-dollar contract, just from getting skills that were valuable. You know what I'm saying? That's why I learned that you got to have a mastermind principle. Surround yourself with people that think bigger than you. See, he wanted to surround himself with Thomas Edison because he knew that Thomas Edison was already on that level. A lot of you guys are settling. You guys want to be around people that they don't even have the half of the brain cells that you have. How are you gonna grow and you're the biggest fish in the pond? You gotta surround yourself with people that already on that level. They already thinking like masterminds. They are already there. There's no way that you can grow. There's nowhere that you can grow if people they don't even have to have the brain cells that you have. You know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself. Be around people that make you uncomfortable. Yes, I get it, bro. Being around a person that has a Lambo, that's gonna make you uncomfortable. Being around a person that has a lot more money than you, that's gonna make you uncomfortable. But that's what you need. You're not gonna want to grow if you're hanging around people that got the same amount of money as you, that has the same goals as. I mean, I'm gonna say the same goals, but that has limited beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, right? You have to challenge yourself. I get it. As men, we want to feel like we're the biggest fish in the pond. You got to get out that habit, bro. Drop the ego. Drop the ego and you're going to become rich. Get in a room where there's somebody that's bigger than you, has a better mindset than you, that's smarter than you, that's more educated than you. Get in those rooms and that's what's going to make you grow. You're not gonna grow if you keep wanting to be around everybody because they make you feel good. That's that comfort mindset. That's why a lot of y'all stuck. Also, I learned the persistence, the never ending to wanting to quit. Like I said, most people they break through. Think about it. If you just keep going right now, it might not seem like you may win the next month, but you keep going, you're 3 feet away from gold. Use that story. This story sticks out to me so much. I think this was the biggest story that, like, bro, you may be only getting this amount of views right now. You may be only having it, but bro, you are 3 feet away from gold. 3 feet away from a big win. Also, another big thing that I learned in this book was sexual energy, bro. Remember I said the singer was like, bro, all that stuff, bro, you gotta be able to peep the vibes. Like you gotta be able to peep your partners too. Your partner's gonna play a big part in your success. Cause two incomes are always stronger than one. So if you're the type person, bro, if you're gonna marry somebody, bro, you're gonna get with somebody, bro.
What's new with Google Ads?
Hey, semen retention is the move. I can say. I remember I went on semen retention for like, 3 months, 4 months, was it? It's like 3 months. And when I tell you like you're on a whole nother frequency, you're on a whole nother level. Like that too alone builds crazy discipline. A lot of people don't. I mean, well, it's kind of in like front of your face, but still, like a lot of people don't know. But that actually brings you great discipline. And like everybody know, one thing that I definitely could say that I was uh kind of like missing out on, or kind of like not using to my full potential, was discipline. My discipline in the past few months has been like iffy. It has been. It's been like it's been wishy washy, and I don't like that. You feel me? I don't like that. I like knowing what I'm doing is working. I like knowing what I'm doing is the right thing, and I'm headed in the right direction. I don't like living knowing that I'm just fucking off the day. I don't like that shit because it's a lot more to be accomplished. There's a lot more to be made, and just you feel me? It's a lot. It's a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more on the table for me, and I feel like my consistency and my discipline was off. Like I would do something great. I would do great things, but then I just fuck it up. I just fuck off, and that's not good. And that's why I'm on this 90-day run, because I'm like I'm planning on like just like going to the gym every fucking day, 90 days. I don't give a damn if I go up in there and I run 10 minutes on the treadmill and leave. I have to go to the gym every day. You feel me? I'm building that discipline muscle. I'm building it because I know that if I could do that for 90 days, there's nothing I can't do. Because mind you, a lot of people can't even save their finances for 90 days. They can't even save their paychecks for 3 months. So yet alone, I'm saving paychecks, uploading YouTube videos, and going to the gym every day. Yeah, yeah, something bound to change. Something is bound to change. So yeah, this 90-day run, that's what I'm working on. My discipline and my consistency. No cap. Oh shit.
They gotta be elevating you like no other, bro. They gotta be lifting you up. They gotta be bringing ideas to the table. They gotta be adding on to the success. They gotta be adding on to the pie, bro. They can't just be taking off, taking and taking and taking. Bro, you gotta find somebody to pour into your cup. Men and women, you gotta find somebody that pours into your cup. It's gonna help you so much. If you're not finding somebody that pours into your cup, bro, you're selling yourself short, or you might as well be alone. Because you can pour into your own cup. You don't need anybody. But if you are, bro, find somebody that's gonna pour into your own cup, dog. Literally, dog. I'm telling y'all. Hey, this book literally cost me less than $20, gang. This right here is $1 million that I'm holding in my hands right now. I'm going to read it again because I feel like there's so many things that I'm like, as I'm rereading it, bro. I'm on chapter 4 already. Just started reading it like yesterday. I'm on chapter 4. It's so many things that I missed that I'm like, damn.
Yeah, see the way he feel about Think and Grow Rich is the way I feel about Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad was the first like finance book that I ever read, and I literally fell in love with it. Like I read it like 4 times, and I want to read it again, but I think my brother has it. It was my brother's book. Like we lived together, so he bought the book, and I literally like took it from his ass. I was like, bro, let me read that. What the fuck you got thinking? I mean, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm like, what the fuck? Let me read that. I read it instantly. First day, I think I read like 40 pages. I'm like, yeah, I love this book. Then the next day, I think I was like, I don't know. I think I read another 40 or 50. I was just going crazy with the book. Um, yeah, but Rich Dad Poor Dad definitely taught me a lot about Rich Dad Poor Dad taught me a lot about um it taught me a lot about money management. That's what I say. It taught me a lot about money management, and it teaches you like mindset It teaches you what you should / shouldn't put your money into, what's a good / bad investment. It teaches a lot of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great book. And I definitely would say it's not one of those long ass books where it's just hella words. You feel me? Rich Dad Poor Dad actually has like images. I wouldn't say images, but it has like drawings. So it's more refreshing. You know what I'm saying? It's more refreshing than just a full page of just straight words and just fucking clouding your brain up. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's crazy. So a lot of y'all, bro, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. If you want to be the person, you know, to gain more knowledge, but you don't know what to read, this is the perfect book for you. A lot of y'all, bro, y'all gonna take that this I think this book was what, like 11, 12, maybe $14. Some of y'all probably gonna take that and spend it on 3.5. Some of y'all gonna take that and spend it on that big new arch meal that just came out. Some of y'all gonna take that and spend it on food. Some of y'all gonna take this, bro. Y'all gonna spend it on the wrong thing. Y'all gonna spend it on a vape because you stressed. This is my stress reliever right here. I'm not gonna lie. This gives me just.
Hey, throw them vapes away. Please throw them vapes away. Please, bro. Vapes is one of the worst things that you could do. Because first off, that shit is disgusting. The fact that I got flavor smoke, that shit made me question everything. How the fuck do I flavor smoke? I don't know. Throw the vapes away.
Damn near the blueprint of life. I feel so much more wiser. I feel so much more smarter just from reading 15 minutes a day. 15, 20 minutes a day. I feel so much smarter. Like I got the blueprint, dog. Like I can't lose. So if you guys are serious about leveling up, I'll put the link right there. Y'all should be able to click it right there on the video. Click this link, buy this book, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. From the first 2 chapters, dog, you are going to be inspired by just the stories. Literally, the first 2 chapters damn near give you the blueprint. And they're going to give you the hints of the... It's like... So in this book, what they do is they hide the $1 million secret all the way until the last chapter. But you're going to pick up on the $1 million secret, which I damn near just gave y'all the whole blueprint this entire video. I'm not even going to say what it was, but I damn near gave it to y'all. They hide the secret in plain sight because it's so simple. You damn near don't even need to read the whole thing, bro. The first 4 chapters, I promise you, dog, you're gonna know exactly what they're talking about, and you're gonna apply it to real life, and you're gonna become rich. So if you're serious about,
matter of fact, I'm about to get my book right now. Y'all give me a second. I'm about to get my book.